Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So as you can see, the crossover that we have been waiting since days and weeks is finally happening. I mean the 20 exponential moving average crossing above this 50 exponential moving average is happening right now, because we know in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever this 20 exponential moving average has crossed above this 50 exponential moving average, after that we have seen some really nice impulsive price movement. Not just only once, not just only twice. You can see this crossover has happened plenty of time, and every time when we have seen this, after that the price of Bitcoin has showed this impulsive price movement. So right now this exact crossover is also happening for Bitcoin. So what does this mean? Are we going to see a movement here in this manner, or is the trend going to see more of a consolidation, first retest around these moving averages, and only after that showing this actual bullishness? If you are eager to find out, then please watch this video till the end. And also, if you haven't destroyed that like button yet, then please do it right now. So now let me also include this Williams alligator indicator, because if you look at this price action without these moving averages and include this Williams alligator indicator, according to this Williams alligator indicator, we are aware whenever we have seen this bullish price movement unfolding, at the same time also this Williams alligator indicator has shown this crossover where the green line starts appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom. Whenever this has happened, after that we have seen some really nice impulsive price movement. Not just only the moving averages crossover. You can see again, green line started appearing at the top, blue line at the bottom, impulsive price movement. But if you see the opposite happening, where the blue line starts appearing at the top, green line at the bottom, after that a corrective movement. But in our case, if you look at this one here, the green line is now clearly crossing and also above this blue and red line, which is an indication that we could be starting this new impulsive price movement. Because if you also monitor the indicators here to the downside, MACD, RSI and T3CCI indicator, you can see exactly, guys, exactly when we started to appear this bullish crossover here to the downside, MACD also started to show this bullish crossover, bullish MACD cross. RSI started to appear above this 50 level, and also the T3CCI indicator, you can see here, started to appear in a positive territory, which is supporting this price movement, and this is a very good sign. So if we are going to see this crossover happening, a proper crossover today, this 20 exponential moving average crossing above this 50 exponential moving average, after that, guys, we could see some small pullback price retesting this support around these moving averages, and again trying to start this new impulsive price movement. Because right now, if you look at this price structure in a bit different way, I mean in a weekly time frame, things are looking very nice for Bitcoin. Let me show you this example. So now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware to all the traders watching this video right now, we have around $8,200 crypto exchange bonus. For example, Bybit is providing around 4,100, which I consider the best one, and also Femex is providing around $4,100 bonus. So the total of $8,200 bonus is provided for you if you sign up using my ref link, and the bonus will be deposited or credited only after your initial deposit. Now let's switch the chart. So now let's look at this price action in a weekly time frame, because in a weekly, if you simply follow this falling trend line, this falling trend line has played a very important role here in price action of Bitcoin. Because if you look at this movement, whenever the price of Bitcoin has retested this falling trend line, this falling trend line has acted as a strong line of resistance. Also, when the trend was heading here to the downside, the same line actually acted as a support. But since the price broke below this falling trend line, this same line was acting as a resistance, right? You can see that very clearly here, resistance. But now things looks like changing. I mean, the previous temporary resistance line has already been broken and flipped into support here in a weekly time frame. So this is also a very good sign. So right now for us, the most important line, the line we have to break at any cost, is between this 44,000 area. Because if we do manage to break out of this resistance line, right, this important resistance line, then you can see the price of Bitcoin could be starting this new impulsive movement here towards this 50 to 55,000 price area, because we know whenever the price of Bitcoin has shown an actual trend reversal, in most of the cases it has always retested the resistance around this 0.618 and 0.5 Fibonacci line, and only after that decided what to do next. So that's why, guys, this 0.618 to 0.5 Fibonacci line is going to be our upward potential price target once we flip this 45 resistance into support. And not just only this one here, guys, not just only this one here. If you also look at the price structure using this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve. Now, if you look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a weekly time frame using this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, we can see very clearly, guys, the support around this 14.59 Fibonacci level did hail the price, because we knew if we would have failed to find support at this yellow line, the 14.59 Fibonacci level, the next potential downward price target was this blue line, which is the 9.02, and that was sitting around this 36,000 range. But since the price did manage to find support, and now we are also heading towards this next Fibonacci level, the orange line, which is the 23.61 Fibonacci level, you can see this 23.61 Fibonacci level is not just only going to be acting as a resistance around 45,000 range, but also be acting as a potential upper target here in the medium short term for Bitcoin. So that's why right now, according to this Bitcoin logarithmic growth curve, also the price of Bitcoin could be actually heading towards this 45,000 range here in the upcoming days. And beside this, guys, beside this, what I also want to show in today's video is this descending broadening wedge, because we have finally broken out of this resistance line. This upper line resistance from the descending broadening wedge has always been a strong line of resistance, and now since we are above it, what am I expecting? Even if we are going to see any sort of a retracement here, the same line which previously acted as a strong resistance around this 42,000 is going to be one strong support for Bitcoin. And after that, I'm still expecting the price of Bitcoin to see this movement towards this 45,000 area, because I have already showed you with this moving averages, if this crossover is going to happen, and after this crossover, if we are going to see any sort of a retracement, this moving averages are again going to be acting as a support. So that's why, guys, that's why for us right now, as you can see, things are looking very, very good. And beside this example, if you also monitor this price structure using this central pivot range indicator, let me show you here. So if you look at this price structure here in a 4-hour time frame using this central pivot range indicator, which is a leading indicator, guys, and according to this leading indicator, if the price of Bitcoin manages to find support and remain above this 3 line, top CPI line, central CPI line, bottom CPI line, which is in between 40,000 to 42,000, that is a very good sign, because in the past Bitcoin price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin has found a proper support above these CPI lines, then we have also showed a really nice impulsive price movement. And in our case, if that is going to happen, the upward price target is still open, which is the monthly elrond line, and this monthly elrond line is lying around this 47,900 to 48,000 price area. So this here is going to be a potential upper target, and any sort of a retracement here in the medium short term, this CPI lines between 40,000 to 42,000 are going to be one of the strongest line of support for Bitcoin. And if we do, guys, manages to stay above this 40 to 42,000, that is a very good sign, because then the next month CPI could be an ascending CPI, because if that is going to be flashed, I mean this ascending CPI is going to be appearing here, that will clearly indicate a trend reversal. So in our case, since we were heading here, forming more of a lower highs, lower lows pattern, and now if the next month CPI is going to be a ascending CPI, then this could also be the sign of a trend reversal. So things are looking very, very good for Bitcoin at this current stage. But do not forget, guys, this 40 to 42,000 area support must remain to continue this price movement here to the upper direction. So these are some of the interesting scenario I thought sharing with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please hit the like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.